Welcome to Abe Dreger's Trapping Adventures.
Well, I'll take you guys along on a bit of a nuisance beaver control job here that I'm going to do. The landowner here has kind of got a little corner here with some nice trees on it. He's going to make this into an acreage, and he noticed that the beaver were in his dugout, so they're cutting down his trees, and he wants these beaver removed. So he gave me a call, and I'm gonna come and see what I can do with these nuisance beaver. I'm gonna take you along right from start to finish. What I brought along was I brought half a dozen 330s and some lures, some tools, some tie wire, some trap supports. I got my hip waders on, and so we'll go start setting up this dugout here. So I will take some more footage of my sets, and hopefully I can bring you some catches. Well, there's a set complete. Got my trap right underneath that grass, center of the channel. There's my lure stick with some caster on it right behind the trap. I always try to get my bait stick as close to the trap as I can. I find that prevents the beaver from going up and around. If he can swim right here and he knows that stick is right behind the trap, I don't know, I like to leave about a foot that he wants to go touch his nose against there. I got him in that trap right there. There's a 330 below stuck in that run right there. So on to the next one. As you can see, there's 1, 2, and then the start of another house there. Now I don't know how many beaver are in here. When I came and looked in the winter, it was a pretty small feed bed, so even though there's 3 houses here, I'm guessing there's just a pair with a couple of young in here, but we'll find out. There has been quite a bit of activity over the last year or two up on the shore over there, so there might be more in here. We'll find out. Well, I got another set up. I noticed that they have a little den here. I'm guessing it was a winter den, but nevertheless, I'm pretty sure that they're using it. So I got my trap there. You can see it. It's right down there. No lure used on this one. This is just a blind set. I got a little dive stick there, and the reason I know they were using this is right there. There's fresh beaver sign on that side, and there's fresh beaver sign right here. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be using this little den still. So I got another trap set up here, and we'll keep plugging away. There's another better picture of there's two houses there. Looks like the one is the main house there. That's where the feed bed was as well. And then there's another house right in front of my truck there. So I think we're gonna go over to that side now and set some up with some food. I'll get some trees trimmed, and we'll set up some baited sets over there. Well, I got another one put in here. This is behind the set. Got a little bit of sticks. I forgot my axe, I just realized. So I got a little bit of bait there and a little bit of lure. There you see my trap. Coming from this way. So you can see there's just an opening right there. They can go through. And they've been up here last night, so it's all wet there. They've been up there chewing, so. Now I realized I hadn't been here before to see, but not the ideal place to be setting conifers because of and I should have known this before already because I've set dugouts before. Dugouts are a great place to set drowning sets with leg holds because you got so many places where, you know, like right here, right there would be a perfect spot because you can see they've been climbing up here. Right there would be a perfect spot to put a leg hold with a drowning set. Okay, and then you see there's a castor mound right there. I don't know if you can see that right above that stick. They've been coming up there. There's another perfect spot to put a leg hold with a drowning, and it's just all over like that. So what I'm gonna do the next time I come in, we'll see how many beaver I catch, but I'll bring a bunch of leg holds with drowners on them, and I'll set those up because I think my success will definitely go up with using drowning sets instead of conifers. You know, the traps all have a place, a time and a place, and there's no new definite, like there's no really big runs. Like there's this one here, this is great for a conifer, but there's very few of them here. And I find the runs, this is the best spot. These are the best spots for conifers. But if you just have a bank like that, drowning sets, I mean, they just work very, very good. So we'll see how my success is the next time I come in. But I will definitely take some leg holds with drowners on them. All right, on to the next set. Well, here's my last set of the day. Didn't take me too bad. Didn't take too long. I mean, set 6 traps on this dugout. I got one right over there, one on that corner. I got this one here, 3. Then I got 3 over there in that corner. And that side is really hard to set. Now looking from this side, I can see there are some bank ends there, but there's so many awesome spots to set up leg holds with drowners. So tomorrow when I come check, I'll set up some leg holds. I didn't show you that one set. I forgot to take a video, but it was in a bank den. So, and then I have this one here just with some beaver call lure here. So we'll see what happens. There was some commotion on the other side there just not 5 minutes ago, and I can still see the ripples a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my gear. And there's a nice big log over there. I'm going to go sit down there and just see if I can see a beaver come up. Maybe I can catch one swimming into my trap. That'd be pretty cool. I have seen it before, but I've never gotten it on video, so yeah. Alright, well, we'll get moving here. Okay, the other day I came and I set up a drowning cable here, a leg hold with a drowner on it, because I was mentioning it how hard it is to set conifers on this dugout, and Cable's tight. Trap is gone, so let's see what we have here. There's the flat tail right there. All right. So here's a good size, I don't know, this is looks like about a 2-year-old. I just had a caster mount set here, and good front leg catch. You can see I caught him right by the front leg. That's what my goal was. That's what I was aiming for. And these drowner sets work really good in situations like this, where you have a dugout and you don't have too many places to set conibears. You know, you go ahead and set yourself up a leg hold trap, and you catch a beaver. It takes the beaver down to the bottom, and he can't come up. So you just got to make sure you got deep enough water. But this is a dugout, so plenty deep enough. But yeah, I'm really pleased here. This is a number 4 Victor. I don't use these traps anymore except for beaver, because I only use offset jaws on canines, or padded jaws. So these old traps, you know, they can still serve a purpose if you can find a spot to set them. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this beaver. So we'll get this set back up here, and I'll show you the remake on it. Very good. As you can see, buddy here. Nice front leg catch. Not the biggest beaver in the world, but I'm happy with him. Right on. Well, we'll reset this now. Okay, there's my set remade. You can see I've just made a caster mound here. Put some fresh caster from last year. There's my trap, slightly offset. So, and I put those 2 dead sticks. They're just below the water, so when the beaver swims up, his chest will hit those sticks, and he puts his front leg down and hits that pan. I've kind of put a guide stick in there and here just to kind of guide him in. Set works really well. All I'm going to probably do now is just put a little bit of water on this caster mount set, just so it looks like there's something that's been here. So that's what it looks like when it's remade. So what I do is, in the last couple of years when I go beaver trapping like this, I take a pellet along. It makes a great little skinning thing the beaver can drip off, and it doesn't roll around, and I can do my skinning on the pallet. It just makes it handy. So because I do all my skinning like this in the field, just because I don't have the mess at home. I save the caster, I save the fur, and I save the beaver carcass for bait. So, and I take the guts out, and I'll leave the guts right here. So awesome. We'll get started. It's pretty windy. Okay, so when I'm done skinning the beaver, I get a beaver pelt. That's worth money. I get the beaver caster. That's worth money, and I get the beaver tail. Also worth money. I get paid if I do damage control work like this. I get paid for beaver tail. So there's 3 items that's worth money, and then I have the beaver. There's the gut paddle. There's the beaver. And that's also worth money, because that's going to be martin bait for next year. So I use pretty much the whole beaver for different purposes. But and another beautiful thing is about skinning beavers on site like this, as I'm going to now take this beaver pelt, I'm going to take it to the water, and I'm gonna give it a nice rinse, clean it off nice, and then I'm gonna throw it on this pallet. And the time I'm home, it'll be dry, and I'll wrap it up and throw it in the freezer for a later date to be fleshed. So that's beaver number 1 out of here. I've actually had a really bad string of luck. I've missed 2 beavers with conibears, and part of that is due to I'm just not happy with my setups. There's just really no really good place to set. I would like to set in the beaver runs by the houses, but the water, it's so deep that I can't get at them, so not properly anyways. So we'll go with leg holds, and if that doesn't work for the rest of them, we'll set up some snares. Alright, so beaver 1 out of the dugout, and I'm going to sit here tonight. I brought my 22 today, and if I can catch one that climbs up on shore, I'll give him a shot. Right on.